did indeed. This is the best chocolate cake I've ever tasted. I'd ask for the recipe, but I don't know how to talk to a plate.
I arrived late so as not to spoil your meal, yet you seem annoyed.
Indeed I am. I spent the entire afternoon upstairs poring over those picture books. I found pictures of griffins, centaurs, scarily things, but couldn't find anything that bore any resemblance to you.
Belle, I did not place those books in your room to teach me.
Well, then why must I read them?
To teach you about yourself.
I'm not an animal.
Are animals so hateful to you, then?
No, Sir Gentle Eyes. But like you, I much prefer roses.
Well, you've been such a hard-working scholar today. You deserve an entertainment.
Something quiet, I trust?
There is nothing more quiet. A fable.
Is there a theater here?
We have no need of theaters here. Once upon a time...
Oh, is it true? I only like true stories.
Well, of course it's true. Now, where was I? Once upon a time, in the spring of the year, there lived a unicorn, the most marvelous and fabled beast.
Oh, indeed, I know all about him. He was in my book.
Now, the unicorn lived in a great forest, and many hunters had tried to track him down and kill him there.
Was he fierce?
No, no, no. He was the gentlest of creatures. But unfortunately, the unicorn was born with a great, magnificent horn. Simple people, kings and peasants, believed that this horn, when ground into a powder, could cure all ills. Nose colds, ingrown toenails, baldness, lovers' laments, and they would pay dearly to have these powers.
Well, could it? I mean, could they cure all those things?
My dear Belle, I am a king, not a chemist. How should I know? May I proceed?
Do.
The unicorn was very swift and clever. His powerful eyes could penetrate the leaves of the forest and discover any hunter hidden there. His sensitive nose could smell an enemy within a mile. In fact, so fortunate was he in his powers that no human being had ever been able to get near him. Until one day, while grazing in the forest, he spied a maiden gathering wildflowers by the stream. She was the most beautiful girl the unicorn had ever seen.
I don't think she's all that pretty.
She was the only girl the unicorn had ever seen.
Oh, well, that makes more sense.
He gazed upon her with love. She saw him. She smiled. And he was lost. He told her of his love and asked if she could possibly return it, and she assured him that she could. Well, the unicorn was so filled with joy, he thought his heart would burst with happiness. He leapt, and he danced, and he gambled about her. And she made a ring of flowers and put it around his horn, swearing to love him forever. Well, as night drew near, the girl informed the unicorn that she had to return to her family and invited him to accompany her in order to meet her parents. Well, the happy creature agreed, eager to have the consent of her family since she had agreed to become his wife. As they walked along through the forest, he told her of the life that they would have together. He would teach her the secrets of the wildflowers, their cures. He would make a home for her in the hollow of the great elm, and there they would live in perfect happiness. But as they grew near the edge of the forest, a hunter lay waiting in ambush. He drew his strong bow and shot his arrows into the unicorn. He died in her arms.
Oh, and she died of grief thereafter.
No, she lived to marry the hunter. She was his sweetheart. You see, it had been arranged for her to lure the creature to the edge of the forest to where the hunter was waiting.
Oh, that cruel and faithless girl. I knew I didn't like her face.
You mustn't judge her harshly.
But she betrayed him.
But it was her nature to betray him, just as it was his nature to be betrayed. But he died happy, the last sight being her face.
Oh. Is that all?
Do you like it?
No. I think it's the worst story I've ever heard in my life. Beast. If If a story must be sad, then it must at least have a bit of truth to it. I mean, this story is sad for the sake of being sad and nothing more.
I'm sorry you didn't enjoy it. Tomorrow, we'll try another.
No, I think from now on, I will do the storytelling.
As you wish.
Good night now.
Belle, if you were my wife, I would tell you only happy stories.
Please, let's not discuss that again.
It is my nature to ask.
And mine to refuse.
Am I really so hideous then?
Good night.
Wait! Belle, please. Forgive me, I did not mean to.
Forgive you? I shall never forgive you until you learn how to control your temper.
But it was not out of temper, Belle. It was out of love.
Then I shall have none of such love. No, sir. Down. Fine. Now you will practice controlling your temper.
Don't leave me.
I'm going to my room where I can have the civil company of a book. Good night.
How could you ever imagine that you could be loved?
Beast. You are no unicorn. Now tell me something. Who is this Aristotle?
Why, he's one of the wisest men who ever lived.
Well, I find him a perfect fool. Now listen to this. Here, this. The female is less spirited than the male, softer in disposition, more mischievous, less simple, more impulsive. Whereas, he says, the male is more savage, more simple, and less cunning.
And you do not agree?
Well, I am hardly cunning or mischievous. No, I think the man is a perfect fool, and I think he knows nothing about women, and I think he had best stick to his descriptions of the heavens. At least there, no one can dispute him. I mean, who's to say what lies on the surface of the moon?
Oh, indeed. Enough of Aristotle and the craters of the moon. You need some sport with your study. What would you like to do?
Well, I do enjoy a horseback ride.
No.
Do you still think that I would try to escape?
I do not want you to risk injury.
Gentle eyes. We promised to speak only the truth here.
I keep no horses here.
Why not?
They fear me.
Oh, poor beast. Well, we could play something else then. I could teach you something simple. Like, hide and seek.
I do not think I know that.
Oh, it's very easy, really. One person hides, and the other person tries to find her.
Her? I see. I must try to find you.
Oh, yes, I do like hiding.
Because you are more cunning, mischievous, and impulsive.
Never mind. Close your eyes. Now count to 10 slowly. And don't peek.
5, 10.
Oh! You couldn't possibly have counted to 10 that quickly. You cheated. If you can't play fairly, then I simply won't play with you.
I agree. May we try again?
Well, if you wish. But this time I shall hide much better, because you're not entirely to be trusted. Close your eyes. And don't peek.
I'm sorry, Belle.
Oh, sorry. You should be pleased. You won that game fairly. Oh, look. Oh, you've caught a stone in your hoof.
It's nothing.
Oh, you may say that now, but tonight it will lodge deeper. Come, I'll take it out for you. Is that better?
Yes, thank you.
Can you lean back a bit?
What?
You're as matted and tangled as my Felix gets when we play in the woods.
Who is Felix, your sweetheart?
No. Felix, he's my dog.
Well, I am not a dog.
No, of course not. Felix wouldn't be giving me an argument if I were trying to calm him. Now just be silent. It'll only take a moment. There. Look at yourself.
I don't want to.
Then you have to take my word for it. You are greatly improved. Indeed, you look rather splendid. Do look.
I never look in that pool.
Well, then how do you take a drink of water?
I quench my thirst at night.
Oh, gentle eyes. No wonder you tire so easily. Here. Here.
You're very kind, Belle.
Kind? Nonsense. I just want you to be strong again so we can play.
I don't think I like that game.
Oh, no? Well, I know lots of games. Perhaps you'd like something simpler. Maybe,